my name is Cheryl Scanlon with Way of Life Coaching, and today we are going to talk about one of those top 10 skills that employers are looking for in their employees. And this one was one of the toughest ones for me. You may have heard the phrase, no decision is a decision. Early on in my career, I was absolutely petrified of making decisions. Some people are afraid of public speaking. Well, I didn't like public speaking, but I was terrified of having to make a decision. And what first came across as being conscientiousness to my employer soon became something that really frustrated them because I was constantly going into their office wanting to make sure that I was doing the right thing at the right time with the right people. Until one day, my dad asked me a question that helped me to get past to the other side. From needing a crystal ball and a perfect outcome to being able to make more confident decisions in the future. What was that question? I was struggling with a situation. I'd made a decision, and the outcome hadn't been what I wanted it to be. And I was talking to him about it, and he said, Cheryl, did you make the best decision that you could with the information that you had at the time? And as I took an honest look at that, I was able to say, yes, I had. And his next response, then you made the best decision. And I found myself free after that day to not live in this state of perpetual fear of the future or forever remorse and regret over the past. You don't have a crystal ball, and you're not always going to call it right. But your boss does want you to make decisions. And when it doesn't work out the way you intended, he's also going to want you or she's going to want you to be able to own up to the fact that it didn't work out. That you made a mistake. That you hadn't considered something that should have been considered. That takes guts and it takes experience. But over time, it can be developed. You might be at the other end of the spectrum where you draw conclusions so fast and this is so easy for you, you just can't even imagine that this would be a problem. Yet the flip side is sometimes you draw conclusions so fast, you're racing down a road only to find out, oh, it's a dead end, and you have to turn around and veer your way back to get back onto the main road and try and figure out what the next road is that you're supposed to go down. That also has its implications. And for you, it would be good for you to take a little bit more time before you make those decisions so that you don't wind up in a dead end or worse, a disaster. One of the most famous examples of rapid decision making and its costly effects was World War II and the start of that for America in Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. How did that fateful day begin? With a decision that was made too quick and apparently without thought by First Lieutenant Tyler, who saw a blip on the radar and instructed the radar operator with those fateful words, don't worry about it. Yet, at an exhibit in Oahu, provides another perspective on that fateful day on December 7th. The exhibit reads, his assessment was based on deductive reasoning with limited information and 2 days' experience. Would you have acted differently? Nothing replaces training and experience to help you with decision making. And both will take time. And the good news is that each time you make a decision, you are learning how to make a decision. And there's really no other way to learn but to practice. If you're ready to practice, we have put together a PDF file on the resource section of the TSB website that can help you with a step-by-step process to learning how to make good decisions. If this is an area that you would like to work, we have free e-coaching available to you. There's prompts on the website that will help you to go through that process. We hope that you'll take advantage of that.